Well, Liverpool are 12 points away from the promised land, from the ultimate glory in English football. They could do it in draws with the games remaining in the season. They'd like to do it in wins, and they'd like to start with a victory at Watford. Jürgen Klopp knows that his sides are perhaps weeks away from what would be paradise for Liverpool's fans, but there's a lot of work to do before then. Doucouré. This is Deulofeu. Lovely step. Oh, there's a chance. It opened up for Gerard Deulofeu, and he bought himself a yard, and he couldn't take it.
Well, Trent Alexander-Arnold he certainly had the plaudits in recent weeks, but he's got to do better here on this occasion. He just allows Deulofeu to come inside on that right foot, just allows him too much space. And in all fairness, Deulofeu should be doing better.
Sadio Mane. Great cover, great tracking back by Deeney. Problem is, when Deeney's all the way back there, when the ball comes out there, Fabinho's there just to polish it up and get Liverpool moving again. It's a double-edged sword, really, isn't it? Well, Lovren and Van Dijk starting from the penalty spot. It's away by Doucouré. Oxlade-Chamberlain. That's for Salah. Well, it was instinctive from Mohamed Salah on his right foot.
Well, Virgil van Dijk does well here. He obviously believes he's offside. He probably would have been as well, so he just lets it go to Mohamed Salah. And probably some sort of cut back into the box would have been a better option, especially on your weaker side. Probably thought that 8 goals against this bunch, I'm just going to shoot from anywhere.
Well, that's a little late looking on Alexander-Arnold, and leaves him lying on the floor. Tough kid, though.
Oh. Well, that's not a good challenge, in all fairness. That's a straight red.
Hughes. This is Pereira. Got a little nutmeg on Lovren, but didn't get the ball. Hughes again. That's a foul. Obvious one.
Dejan Lovren kind of clumsily just pushes Will Hughes to the ground. Didn't fancy the chase.
That's a ball that's headed away by Virgil van Dijk. Abdoulaye Doucouré helps it back in. Lovren and Deeney tussling for the ball, and Deeney goes up after it, and Alisson's lost it, and Deeney should score, and Deeney won't score because Virgil van Dijk makes sure of it. Well, he had 2 bites of the cherry, Troy Deeney, and he didn't take either.
Well, it was a good old stramash, and Alisson spills it, but what he does do, he reacts to his spill, and he makes himself and spreads himself as big as he possibly can.
Watford with 2 very big chances in that first half to go in front against Liverpool. Not taking either of them. One for Deulofeu, and right on half-time, Troy Deeney with the goal at his mercy. Here's Pereira, the substitute, and it's on for Ismaila Sarr! Well, it takes something to beat the best in the business.
Well, he gets it all wrong, does Dejan Lovren. He just gets involved in a battle with Troy Deeney. And Sarr, he hits it well, but it's just straight at Alisson. And
Fabinho. Now Virgil van Dijk. That's for Robertson! Saved by the goalkeeper. It comes to Robertson again. And Salah jumps and tries to get through a crowd of players. And Watford survive.
Well, the first real scare from Watford's point of view. It's a lovely little ball in between the 2 Watford players that creates the opening for Andrew Robertson. I think he does the right thing in having a pop-out goal. And then the ball's bouncing all over the place. Luckily for Watford, it ends up in the goalkeeper's hands.
That's Doucouré. And it's Sarr! Well, it's redemption for Ismaila Sarr, who had the worst day of his football life at Anfield just a couple of months ago. He scores what could be a priceless goal for Watford.
Well, he sneaks in, it's a simple tap in. Liverpool don't deal with that. Throw in, first and foremost, Dejan Lovren. Again, he gets caught underneath it a little bit, I think. It's a grapple with Troy Deeney, and then Virgil van Dijk's got to do better to block that cross. And Sarr is not going to miss from there.
Well, it's a huge goal for Watford and for Nigel Pearson. Nicely done by Hughes. And Sarr is away. And this is a big moment. It's 2 for Watford. It's 2 for Ismaila Sarr. And Vicarage Road is in dreamland.
Well, it's a wonderfully taken goal by the youngster. Questions whether it was out. I think it runs right along the line, and Liverpool just lose a little bit of concentration again at the back with the 2 centre-backs, and that allows Sarr the space in behind. And then it's all about the calmness and the ability to take one-on-one with the goalkeeper. And we've seen so often this season that players have failed to do this, but not on this occasion. The youngster, lovely little finish. Watford absolutely cruising now.
This is Lallana. Decent effort! Just wouldn't come round for Adam Lallana.
Well, it's good technique. He lets the ball drop as low as he possibly can. Tries to cut across it to get the swerve to go towards the goal. He gets a little bit of swerve, but not quite enough.
Alexander-Arnold. Again, Cathcart's in the way. Mane wins it. Oh, the referee gives the foul against Firmino.
Well, I think that's a little bit harsh. He hasn't been our friend today, Michael Over.
Oh, that's short, and Sarr is on a hat-trick, remember. Deeney! That's it now. It's a rare Alexander-Arnold error. It's a hugely significant result for Watford, but for Liverpool, that long run is about to come to an end.
Well, not just coming to an end, it's crashing down in flames. He does well, the youngster, because he's got composure. A lot of players would have just panicked in there and maybe had a wee shot at the goal himself, but he looks around him, he gets his head up and picks the right pass, and it's a lovely finish by Troy Deeney. The little layoff just dictates to Troy Deeney to hit it first time. And he does so, and he finds the empty net.
Well, that's huge for Watford. It means that they will actually go out of the bottom 3 on goal difference tonight. Oh, look at how hungry Watford are. And Sarr's in again. Oh, what a chance to celebrate what's been a great day for him. He doesn't take it.
And there's questions whether it might have just been offside. Tries to open his body up and bend it into the far corner. He's inches away, in fairness to him.
And so Liverpool won't go unbeaten all the way in the Premier League. It's been a robust performance by Watford that on the day was too much for Liverpool. They created the chances, they took the chances, and Ismaila Sarr is the hero. There are no smiles on the faces of those in red. They all belong to those of a Watford persuasion. Liverpool beaten for the first time this season, but they will be back. Watford 3, Liverpool 0.